John, how you doing, man?
Well, I'm feeling a little better than usual.
Why's that?
Well, I'm here with a lovely lady today.
Who is this lovely lady?
Well, she is a lovely lady, a beautiful lady I met on the internet. She is what is known as a GFA. For those not in the know, that is an acronym for girlfriend experience woman.
And does she have an M?
What?
Does she have an M?
Her name is Natasha.
Natasha, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you also.
Hey, you know who's here? John the Stutterer. I was thinking about him. Today is the anniversary. 4 years ago, we left terrestrial radio. We did that show. Remember when he got out and he started talking to the crowd and they just kept going, I. Here's John the Stutterer 4 years ago today, up in front of the crowd.
And the fun continues. Now, I hope you're not busy for the next 10 minutes because this whackpacker, when he tries to say hello, it takes a long time. Please welcome John the Stutterer.
Okay. Thanks to all you great people for the coming out, especially on a day such as this. Where
He's a public speaking's not his thing.
we're here to honor our hero, Not only is he truly the best the comedian slash radio personality we've ever seen.
Well, anyway, it went on and on. He had an open forum there, and he really went for it.
No wonder it took us so long to get down. I didn't realize this was going on.
Yeah, that was going on while we were upstairs bullshitting. So anyway, John the Stutterer, I'm always fascinated by him. And, you know, part of his anger, not only at his condition, the fact that he stutters so severely, and, you know, he's medicated, and he has high blood pressure, and he has all kinds of fucking problems. Most of his anger is that he can't get women. And he's angry with women because, you know, he's always calling them cunts and all this kind of stuff. He's
wishing cancer on everybody.
Right, because girls won't sleep with him or they goof on him or whatever. And then it came to my attention a couple of weeks ago that he's been writing us. He has a girlfriend of sorts.
Yes?
Well, she's an escort, and he pays her.
To be a girlfriend.
Yeah. And he's on SSI, which is government assistance, because he can't work.
So how often can he see his girlfriend?
He has to save up and see her. He has her here today. He's brought her in.
Yeah.
Because I said, bring her in. I want to meet her.
Did he have to pay her to be here?
I don't know. Her name is Natasha. And here he is, John the Stutterer, with sort of his girlfriend, Natasha. Here we go. Hi, Natasha. Hi, John. Good to see you.
Hello. How are you?
Natasha looks very conservative for an escort, actually. Put on these headphones,
she's
Natasha.
She's not flaunting it.
She's not flaunting it. She's not one of these flashy kind of ladies. Very conservative-looking lady. Am I correct? Are you a religious woman?
No, not religious, but conservative.
Conservative woman. And how'd you get in the escort? Hey, John, how you doing, man?
Thank you. All right. Always, it's great to see you, Howard.
It's great seeing you.
And you too, Rob.
I was excited that you're having sex.
Yeah.
I really am. But I was kind of sad that you had to pay for it. You know what I mean, Natasha? It's got to be a little bit debilitating that poor John's got to pay for it. But how did you two come to find each other, first of all? How did you find John? John, how did you find Natasha?
Well, I recently had internet access,
Right.
which I no longer have. I tried Craigslist, but unfortunately, unlike the great Benji Bronk, I'm not. I wasn't successful at that. In fact, to make long story short, I had set up to meet. I had set up to meet a girl in Center City, and I went there, and I rang her apartment bell, and she didn't come out. So I don't know if it was a hoax or
right.
not.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Yeah.
Natasha, how did you get into the escort business?
Well, my main background is hospitality industry, food and beverage, and also certified corporate flight attendant.
Right.
So, but I was looking through the Philadelphia Magazine one day.
Right.
And in the back section, I saw this huge ad that looked intriguing.
Yeah.
Lady on a chaise lounge, and so then I went to the website and looked at it, had no idea that industry existed
Right.
in that manner. And
is an escort a hooker? I guess you're a hooker.
I guess for all intents and purposes, you could say that, but
Yeah.
there's
What's the difference? I mean, you're taking money for sex, right?
Well, if you want to categorize it that way.
Right. In other words, the guy's actually paying you for a date. The sex is free.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
There's companionship. You
Right.
go out to dinner. You go down to Atlantic City.
Is that what you do with John? Do you actually hang out and go to Atlantic City and go to dinner?
Absolutely.
You do? You guys go to dinner and stuff?
Well, we haven't.
Oh.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet.
Yeah. Sounds to me like I haven't done that yet.
Flown to Vegas, flown to L.A.
I don't think John will be flying you anyway.
How many clients do you have? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Is John your most, I don't want to say fucked up client, but is he your most severe in terms of, I guess you could call him handicapped in a way, yeah.
Afflictions. I have several friends, which instead of calling clients, I say friends.
All
It's
right.
just
But they're clients. But go ahead.
What-
You can call them whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah. In other words,
I have
you
several
don't.
friends.
He ain't your friend unless he comes up with some dough, right?
well, that's all part of the package.
I see. All right. Well, fair
So-
enough. And so, is he the most severe, or do you have other clients that have
With
afflictions?
other things.
No. As far as communication, I have people that are deaf that cannot hear me. People
Really?
that are blind.
Really?
Absolutely.
So you bang blind guys, deaf guys,
Sure,
and
John.
Bang blind guys.
anything else that's an affliction? What's the most severe thing you have sex with?
Any quads? Any
Any headless
wheelchair?
midgets?
No.
Headless.
A dwarf.
You have a dwarf?
There is a dwarfed
Nice.
person that does come to
Would
see
you
me.
say you specialize?
Do you specialize in guys who are needy? Yeah.
I do have a compassionate side of me, which draws.
Yeah.
If the thing is, the way
When a
you-
dwarf walks in the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know how tall the guy is. What, about 3'11", I'd say?
Possibly.
All right. He's got the limbs that are different sizes, big giant head. Mm-hmm. Do you say, what am I doing? Maybe
What
I
have
should go back to the
done with my
beverage
life?
business.
Maybe I should have stayed in school or something. What
Or
did you say?
are you attracted to the guy?
Well, it's all about having compassion.
Right.
Really.
How do you have sex with a guy you're not attracted to?
Close your eyes. No, I'm only kidding.
John, are her eyes
that
closed
was
when
just
she's
off
banging
the
you?
cuff.
No.
Do any of your neighbors think you're running a circus and have no idea what you're doing?
Casting agent.
It's not like that. It's not like that at
So
all.
you were in the food and beverage industry. You were a licensed stewardess, all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you switched to being an escort.
Absolutely.
Is that a full-time job for you now?
Yes, it is.
And you make-
Full-time business.
And it's how much is it an hour if I want to hang out with you as a friend?
3.
$3.
No.
$3 whole dollars.
Yeah.
That's a
No.
lot of money.
$3.
That's a lot of money for a guy like him. He's on SSI. That's government assistance. So you say $300, and what do I get? In other words, I get a girlfriend for an hour?
Sure,
Or so?
absolutely. Whatever, if
What is John doing with you? Is he banging you?
as much as he can.
Well, here's
we
the-
have an issue.
You have an issue?
We have an issue.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, as a girlfriend experience,
Yes.
she and the great thing, she's not a clock watcher.
Right.
Yeah.
You like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In other words, an hour goes by, you can still hang with her a
Right.
little bit.
She's not out the door.
All right. Well, that's compassion. I
I
throw you out after 10 minutes. Right. I like you, but you're annoying.
we kiss.
Right.
She gives BJ's.
What's BBBJ's?
Bareback blowjobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I get to lick her beautiful vagina and butthole. She smells good and tastes good.
Why is that important to you?
I get to kiss
He
her
loves that.
beautiful face.
Is he
She's
good at licking
smart.
you?
She's classy.
Yes.
He's all consumed with licking a woman's ass and vagina.
It's pleasing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pleasing.
So in other words, he gives you $300
great.
and he sits there and licks you all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, he's got to be your best client. You don't even have to fuck him. I mean, wow.
Because Howard.
But how many guys do you service a day? Wait a second. How many guys?
It varies. You know, I
So
don't
some
have
guy
a
blows a-
revolving door.
But some guy blows a load in you, you have sex with a couple of guys, and he comes over and starts licking your asshole and your vagina. I mean, that's wild.
Oh no,
great.
I leave time in between appointments. I don't book, say, a 1 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, a 3 o'clock.
But you
I
could have
don't
fucked the
do that.
dwarf that day, and he's then licking your vagina. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a shower and there's a cleansing. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you
Howard.
know,
And I am with the possible exception of the brilliant you and the brilliant Benji Bronk, the greatest vagina licker in
I'm not
the
great
world.
at it.
Well, Benji claims to be some kind of
Benji
expert.
can claim that. I don't claim. I don't know what I'm doing down
Oh,
there.
okay.
Why is he? Is he great at it? He claims he's so great at it.
he's very good. He's
Yeah.
very, very pleasing.
Have you ever had an orgasm from him? Be honest.
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
From him licking you? Mm-hmm. And so then, and why doesn't he have sex with you? Why doesn't he have put his penis inside of you?
The condom issue.
What is that?
It's difficult for him to stay hard with a condom on.
What?
And
That's
Try it. It's not that bad.
well, no, that's due to my hypertension and
Hold it a second.
depression medication.
Wait a second.
It
you
is.
can't put a condom on and stay hard for a few minutes and bang her?
It's
Try
because
it.
of my medication. I'm telling you.
Try it. I'm
He's
telling
tried,
you.
I'm sure.
I
We
have
know they
tried.
have
You did
the
try?
issue.
We have
What
tried.
happened? He goes limp?
yes.
Yeah.
And it's not uncommon. I will say that is not uncommon for guys that have high blood pressure issues that have to take that medication.
Really? Yeah.
It's
That's
they
a shame.
can't
And you
stay
can't
hard.
take Viagra or...
Well, he probably could, but you have to watch the interaction with the Viagra.
Right, that's what I'm
with
saying.
the-
Is there a
This
drug
kid's hopped
reaction
up on so
medication?
many pills. You put a Viagra in the mix. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah,
His whole
it'll
goddamn head will explode.
because if I took a Viagra, so much blood would go to my penis. My penis would explode.
Would explode.
Yeah.
It would. It would literally explode.
Yeah.
He's got problems.
Oh, dear.
You know, it's so funny. I don't understand paying to lick ass and vagina. I just don't get it.
Because that's the only way I can get a good-looking woman.
Have you
I can
asked-
get women, but not good-looking women.
Have you asked Natasha to bang you without a rubber?
No, no. Although I could get it, I could get it. I could get an STD test, which I have had 3 of, because when I was doing the porn in the past, which I got ripped off.
All right, but that's a different story.
I had a test regularly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you had no STDs.
So she
No,
would
of course
accept
not.
that?
Do
Right.
I look like a guy who has diseases?
Well, I mean, you're licking a lot of ass and pussy. I mean,
Let me ask you something. Would she accept that? If you were tested, would you
Natasha,
accept
would you
him?
accept him if he brought you a legitimate blood test where he
I'd
had
have to see a consistency over
Right.
because you can bring me one, and that could. There's so many
Yeah,
variables.
you don't want to die doing this.
Exactly. They're,
Right.
you know. So what we will do,
So you-
and we've spoken about this, is that because I do videos and stuff like that, we are going to maybe test the area. If I can see legitimate documentation.
What kind of videos are you doing?
Right now, I do all soft masturbation. I do some fetish, mostly foot fetish, because that's a genre.
I see. So you're thinking about banging him on film or something, and then yeah.
You going back into porn, John?
Yeah, my dream job.
Yeah, but you were burnt out on porn. I thought you hated porn.
Well, no, I hated it because I wasn't getting paid for it.
Right.
And some of the girls called me repulsive.
Would you? Yeah, that was insulting.
Yeah.
You might be repulsive, but I'm certainly not going to call you that.
Yeah.
To your face, anyway.
Yeah.
So so if he does the porn with you, he doesn't have to pay you. Would that be the payment in a sense?
Exactly.
Quid pro quo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Howard, and this woman is so sensual and classy and beautiful, and I hope she's not offended by this, but her vagina and butthole smells
really?
so
Let me
good,
see what's doing.
and she's so
It
beautiful.
smells. He's not.
Wow.
You can't see that.
I gotta look you over. He's
Well,
really doing a sales job on you.
I just.
Do you got a great bod? I mean, what's going on under there? Who can
Well,
see? You got so
I
many
can-
clothes. Open up that jacket. Let me see what he's doing here. $300. You better have something going on. There you go. Well, yeah, you're thin. You got nice. Wow, you got nice big boobs. Are those fake?
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously, I don't
Well,
have.
that's you had to do that for work, right?
Now, Natasha, I don't understand something here. You say aren't you afraid of getting arrested or something? Because when you say 300. Oh, I see. Here you're stripping down. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be ignoring you.
Look at that ass. And I love spreading it and sticking my face in and go.
You stick your tongue right up there, huh?
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
That's a very sensuous move.
Right. You stick your tongue right up there.
Yeah,
He goes.
I lick it like this, Howard. Look.
Yeah. And where do you two meet? Do you meet in the at your house, Natasha? Do you meet?
I have a location in Philadelphia.
Right.
An apartment, and I pick him up because he doesn't drive.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah. Who wants him behind the wheel?
You know.
Taking public transportation.
Right.
So I do. I pick him up because I know everybody has their issues.
Yeah, because I'm fucked up, like you said.
Right. Are you fully shaved, Natasha? Your vagina?
Landing strip.
It's beautiful.
A little. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
and you love it.
Yeah, and Howard, and I hope she's not offended by this.
Go ahead.
But one of the most romantic things I love to do with Natasha and women in general, when we're naked and we're lying next to each other, I like to stick my finger inside her vagina and rub her G-spot, and she gets soaking wet, and then I take it out and lick it.
Oh, dear.
Really?
Yeah,
That's your thing,
it's
man.
beautiful.
You're
Yeah.
a freak.
Gonna throw up.
And I know that the great Benji Bronx sitting over there, the great,
he loves
brilliant
that.
Benji Bronx,
He knows about that.
Do
you know about
Benji
that?
feels the same way.
Do you like that?
I do. Can I give John a real quick piece of advice for a lot of people?
Sure.
John, it's not your high blood pressure about the condom, because you can stay hard without a condom.
Right, yeah.
This is what you have to do, because this is how I learned to use a condom. Jerk off only with a condom for a couple months, and then you'll be able to use a condom.
Oh, that's,
okay.
That's a great image.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's unbelievable. Well, in a way, I'm happy John has found love. Are you in love with her?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say love. I would say lust.
Lust.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Yeah.
Now, I know even Gary was upset. He said, $300, that's where our taxpayer money's going. I know that money was earmarked for you to be able to survive. How long between sessions?
But now I don't use that money for survival, because now I live with my parents again.
Oh, you do live. So you have a little extra money.
Yeah, that's why.
So how much is SSI? I don't even know. How much do you get?
Well, now I get SSD.
STDs?
DI. No, SSDI.
Yes. SSDI? What is that? Social
Security
Disability? Disability?
Disability
Insurance.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And how much is it?
How much is it a month?
I get $720.
$720 a month.
Yeah.
But Howard, John, I love you. I think you're a great guy. You realize that without that Social Security, you wouldn't be able to afford this. Where would you get the money from if you didn't have that SSID or whatever?
Well, yeah, of course.
So you really are using taxpayers' money to get laid.
So what?
Well, that's what he wants to use it for.
But
Gary-
that taxpayer dollar money is being funneled right back in because I am incorporated. I have a viable business. I pay my taxes.
Yeah, Gary.
You
It's
know.
being used to stimulate my dick. It's a stimulus package.
That's right.
I'm getting my dick stimulated.
So you can only go, John. The way I'm figuring this, you could probably only go to see Natasha once a month because you need
Right,
some
yeah,
money.
once a month, yeah.
Once a month you go.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's got to be your big time. I mean.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Boy,
Natasha.
you-
I mean, my life sucks, Gary. I mean, I love Gary.
She makes him happy.
Too, yeah.
Well,
I love
want
Gary.
to ask, how
but
quickly does he run to the phone after the check comes, or do you anticipate the check and set up
right
your
away.
appointment?
you right away.
Yeah.
As soon as the check comes, you call Natasha.
I mean, I'm to the phone faster than you can say vagina.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so it's not a regular standing date. It's not all set. You get the check, and then you call Natasha, and then you go over when
Yeah,
she's
I
free.
mean, why can't people cut me some slack?
I'll cut
I
you
have
some
no
slack.
I haven't
Friends.
complained.
He doesn't listen.
I have
I know
no
people
friends.
on SS.
I don't go to nightclubs.
I know SSDI.
I don't use drugs. I don't drink. I do nothing.
Right.
I'm a loser.
Well, you're right. I'm
Why
gonna-
is anyone envious of me? John the Stutterer. Who the fuck is envious of me?
You know, Gary,
You
in a
make
way,
a
he's
point.
right. You know, so many guys are on SSDI. They
I
buy,
love Gary.
They buy
I
cigarettes.
mean, why is he busting my balls?
Drugs.
They're buying drugs. They're buying cigarettes. They're buying all kinds of nonsense. Listen, the guy, I mean, he's right. Who's jealous of him? He's got one happiness.
I'm not jealous that I'm not busting your balls, John. I really do like you. I'm just saying that technically, when they take money out of my paycheck, it's to help people who are in need. And when I think of need, I think of shelter and food first.
Who's in more need than John?
Okay, so what's the difference between him coming to see me or someone who's a degenerate gambler and or putting drugs up their nose?
I'd be mad if my Social Security money went to somebody gambling.
Okay.
Right. So, and what about, do you have any female clients? Do you do women as well?
I have female clients as well.
You
Yes.
do?
Couples. Absolutely.
Couples?
John, do you ever meet any of the other clients? Would you like to like hang out with them and discuss Natasha and her vagina?
I don't know. No.
Rather pretend you're the
like
only
to-
boyfriend?
Yeah.
It's kind of the thing. Do you
Like
talk
to
dirty
think
to
it's
her?
only you.
Do you
Oh,
ever-
yeah, of course. I say
Yeah.
things like, I want to make you come, baby. And
Yeah.
I love you. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Does she
all
say,
that
I
kind
love
of
you?
shit.
What do
back
you
to
say back, Natasha? Do you give him dirty talk?
I give him dirty talk and just try to lift his self-esteem.
What kind of
Yeah,
things?
I mean, do you do a romantic kind of thing with him too?
That's kind of what the whole GFE is about. Is
Girlfriend
to
experience.
Girlfriend experiences
Right.
to make them feel that you are their girlfriend. And
So you're like, John, you know, I got to tell you, here's
Oh,
the way I would play
baby.
John. I'd be like, John, you know, I have, you know, look, you know the business I'm in, but you're really special to me. Honestly, you're like the most special one, and I just feel a real connection with
I
you.
wish I could do this for free,
I
but
would,
I
yeah,
can't.
you know, I mean, I need help with my bills and stuff, but you know, and even I just think you're the cutest guy I know. Do you say those kind of things to him?
no.
Oh.
Because you have to be real at the same time.
Can't you lie to him?
You got the cutest stutter?
Yeah. Can't you say your stutter is attractive? I mean, really, why can't you lie a little bit? What do you say to him to build his self-esteem? I can't imagine. I mean,
Well,
that's like
and-
building the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Right.
And not lying that he is good. He is very pleasing with his oral skills
Right.
and things like that.
Do you
So-
ever say, "Oh, you have rock star hair"? I know, John.
He loves
I do
that.
have rock star hair.
That's right. You're like a rock star. Yeah.
Well, that's his thing, and
Right.
yeah, no. So no.
I think he's too cheap for a haircut. That's what I think.
That too.
And in your private life, do you have a real boyfriend?
No.
You do not?
I can't date
No?
because who's gonna? What can
I
I tell
would.
them?
He'll
that I
date you.
do? And we,
I'm a swinger.
yeah.
I'm a swinger, Howard.
All right.
He wants to come to one of the swinging parties that I host. I host
Yeah.
swinging parties too.
Why can't he go?
He will. I will
Yeah.
allow him.
He comes in, I think all the swingers are going to leave. Are you afraid that he will turn off the other swingers? Be honest. Is that why you haven't invited him?
No. He will. He will
Because-
come to the one I'm having in February. So.
What is a
Swing
swinger
right
party?
out of
Who's going to
there.
be there? Other clients of your friends of yours who are going to what? Do what?
Well, this is sort of like it's not advertised anywhere.
Right.
It's an underground sort of network type thing,
Right.
and it's through groups of people that you know, and it is circulated by email, an invitation to a very private location, very private residential location.
And what happens at these
Yeah,
parties?
you get there. You get naked right away?
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Fucking suck. Now, if I were at a swingers party, and by the way, I've gone to some swingers clubs, and I couldn't even get laid there.
Wow. I believe you.
Yeah.
I know you're not lying. So, in other words, if he shows up, he might be a turnoff. Let's be honest. There's a reason
Just
he hasn't
don't
been
say
invited.
anything.
Does not say anything. It's not. It goes beyond that. In other words, you're a little nervous about having him to a swinger party. Let's be honest. You believe in honesty.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Are you afraid he could blow the whole thing? Seriously.
Well, no, he wouldn't blow the whole thing. People, would just, go in another direction. Let's
You think
put it
they'd
that way.
avoid him?
Not everybody.
Right.
No,
Right.
no.
You think
not
you have
everybody.
some people that might not avoid him?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if you would let him lick you a little bit, others would get inspired by some of his techniques.
What we're going to try is we're actually, when we were talking about it today, we're going to try to arouse him through a toy.
Yeah.
Today.
You gonna stick a vibrator up his ass?
No.
What are you gonna do?
I have a toy that I ride that is
Sibian?
No, it's called the Love Seat by CC Loves.
Yes.
And it's great. I brought one for you.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you. I need that. Yes.
But your wife will enjoy it too because it's a toy that she could use by herself, but it's also a toy that you use doggy style.
All right.
Okay. So what we're going to try to do today with
Yeah.
John
Go ahead.
is
I didn't know we were doing something. What are we
well,
going to do?
no, I'm talking later on our private
Oh, good.
time.
Thank you. Because
Okay.
I'll throw up.
'Cause I
Yeah,
don't wanna
no.
see anything.
Yeah.
We're because of his issue, we're going to try that. I'm going to take the wand portion of the toy and I'm going to try to stimulate him so where he's stimulated enough where I can keep a condom on him and then maybe he could do doggy style that way.
You are a saint.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very nice of you to put in that kind of hours of work.
Encouraging him
Yeah.
to do more.
Yeah. Wow, John, you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well,
Is that a freebie?
No.
No, he's got to pay. All right. Okay, good.
and by the way, Howard, I haven't shot a load now for about a week.
All right.
So
I think you're going to do fine with this.
And so I have a massive load of cum ready for
You
her.
got to be really excited about that,
Massive load of
Natasha.
cum.
Good for you, Natasha.
Massive load.
That's going to be great. Well, Natasha, that's an interesting line of work. John,
You seem to enjoy your work.
yeah.
I do because it's not what the stereotype is. It
No,
really
it's
isn't.
not.
It's
No.
not all the freakish. It's really
He goes outside the stereotype. Nobody imagined a job like
He's out
this.
of the box.
Yeah, there's no job like this in the world.
it's
not all
business.
ass eating. It's a business, and
Exactly.
A lot of it is.
right,
though.
right.
Exactly.
And John, you
Because I love to lick women's butts. I mean, I love the way they smell. Even.
do you like it? Be honest. You're willing to do it for John, but you don't like a tongue up your ass. You don't want him wetting down your whole asshole, do you?
Well, there's not a lot of saliva that's like dripping,
Right,
but and he's good. He's tender.
It's not hygienic, is it? I mean, to be licking
Sure
someone's
it is.
butthole.
As the great Artie Lang has said before, you can't get diseases from fun.
From what?
From fun.
Boy, if Artie had a delivery like that.
Not the great art of it.
All right, let's take a couple of calls. Natasha is here. You can check out Natasha at phillylady.com. Phillylady.com. John is a client, a friend, as they say in the business. He takes his SSDI and he saves
Once
it.
a month.
Once a month, and he blows $300. Has himself a good time eating and licking assholes.
And vagina.
And vagina. There you go. Good for you, pal. And you get a bareback BJ.
Yeah. BBBJ.
Aren't you afraid of diseases that way, Natasha, with the bareback BJ experience?
No, you really can't. You get
No, stomach acid kills it.
It does.
Yeah, don't worry about that shit.
Kills everything. All right.
Don't worry about that.
He's got nothing to live for. I don't know what your situation is. All right.
John
Let's
knows
go
everything now.
let's go to Rick. Rick, hi. You're on with John the Stutterer and this fascinating conversation. We're meeting Natasha, who is an escort. Go ahead.
Hey, King. Lest we forget, John turned down an implant in his ear that would have corrected his stutter. And that just pisses me off because he could correct his stutter, go out, get a life, and afford this girl 2 or 3 times over. Just think it's bullshit, John.
John, what do you think of what he has to say? You want to confront this?
No, because I know what you rascals are doing here. You're
Me?
getting well.
I'm just picking
what
up
are
the
we
phone.
doing?
Well, I know what these rascals on the phone are doing. They're trying to get me upset, so
you'll yell and scream.
Yeah, so
John,
it puts
John,
me.
I'm trying to-
So it puts me
But he
in
does,
a,
but
in a
John-
negative light.
John, he does make a good point.
Well,
John,
in
you
fact,
can have a great life.
in fact,
He's saying you're fixable.
well, in fact, I am going to speech therapy now at Temple Hospital.
I think you are actually speaking better.
I'm going to Temple Hospital, and I have tried the Speech Easy device, but I haven't had much success with it.
All right, fair enough. So he has tried it, Rick. Ralph, go ahead. Hey, now.
Hey, so it sounds like she's going to stick something up his ass.
Are you gonna stick something up John's? Like, what is this thing?
No.
You're gonna rub it on his balls?
Not
what?
John's ass,
Yeah,
you know.
right.
But no, it's
But why not stick it up his ass? I mean,
Well,
it
if
seems
he
like-
wanted to, I would.
No, I'm
you
not
know.
going to do that. No.
If he
what is
wanted
this
me
device?
to, I would.
How is it going to get him so hard? This device.
Well, basically, it's the vibrator portion. And do you ever hear of prostate milking?
No.
No.
Okay, well, that's
Probably milking a cow.
along the lines.
Up his ass. I don't know.
The prostate is a very sensitive area. It's kind of like the G-spot for guys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And, you can take a vibrator and sort of milk and
Where do you put
But
it?
you got to put it up his ass.
no, on the outside.
The prostate is up
In
the
the
ass.
taint?
I know, but it's
On the taint?
in the in-between area.
The
you can-
in between, they call that
Yes,
the taint.
the taint.
It taint the balls and it
To
taint
taint
the
the
ass.
ass.
Right.
It's a little close to the ass. Sounds like it's going to slip up there.
John, it could slip into your ass. I think very easily.
No, I'm not going
You
to.
moved the wrong way.
No.
All right.
No.
Let's go to Irish John. Irish John, good morning and welcome to the show.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? Hey, John, you're a good guy, man. I always got along with you. This girl is just here for a plug, and she's kind of using you, and you should just start banging some of them ugly chicks, because you're never going to hear from her again. She's going to be too busy giving her plug out.
Irish John's getting
Nah.
the feeling you're really not that into John, that you're using him for fame and publicity.
Well, no, Howard. Well, I like John a lot.
Irish
and
John, yeah.
and I understand what John's saying.
Right.
But Howard, she is
She's a
not.
whore.
She is not very familiar with you, and she wasn't familiar with She wasn't familiar with the Cougar contest. I'm the one who brought it up to her,
and she was nice enough to
She
come in.
never even mentioned you. She didn't even know who I was.
All right, fair enough.
I'm the one who
That's because
suggested.
she knew who you were and she worked you. There's no way that she didn't really
John,
know Howard Stern. Everybody
John,
in
no.
knows Howard
John, I'm telling you, John, no.
You ever jerk off, John? Do you ever just beat his meat with your hand?
Yes.
What do you use, a lube? What kind of thing does he like?
Actually, just moisturizer.
Should most girls use a moisturizer when they're giving a guy a hand job, or should they?
It's better.
It is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
What's the
better.
technique? Just stroking fast, back and forth?
Depends on the person.
Right.
Some people are more sensitive than others.
Does John give you feedback when you're jerking him off?
Yeah.
Does he say, hey, a little faster, a little slower? He'll squeeze it a little tighter?
Yeah, this way, that way.
Wow.
More on the head.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Thinking about getting my prostate milk, Robin. You know who likes getting his prostate milk? Ronnie the limo driver.
Is
Loves
that
it.
right? He
Absolutely.
knows about
That's
it?
right. Yeah. Yeah, loves it. I've seen him get milked many times.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a cow. Gets on that doggy position. I have a stool and I milk him. You got any kids? You ever been married? Anything like that?
I do. I have a 17-year-old daughter.
Did you tell her what you're up to?
No, she has
What
no
does she
idea.
think you do?
She thinks I'm in the hospitality business. I work for, my MO is that I work for a management company of hotels, different, and I'm a food and beverage manager that, I have to travel.
Yeah, nobody would mistake you for an escort. I mean, you fly under, you look like a very conservative lady.
Absolutely.
Now,
I'm,
what if your daughter
corporate.
sees this on TV or something and says to you, Mom, what's going on here? I want to go in the business. Would you let her go in the business?
No.
Never. Why not, though?
What's
You know
wrong
what?
with it?
I would wait. I would make her wait until she is at least 35.
Right.
And have been a mother, and then she could go in the business.
I see.
Because there's you don't really know yourself. Women do do not come into themselves and their sexuality. And
Are you saying Robin is the right age now to make that decision?
Absolutely. Absolutely,
I still
Robin.
think she's too young. I won't let her do it.
Give me a couple more
That's
years.
right. What if your daughter turned 18 and wanted to date John the Stutterer? Hey,
Yeah. Yeah, what would be wrong with that?
Well, I would tell her to just be very careful.
Right. Yeah.
Be very careful.
And
I would tell her that too.
And get a good job.
And get a good job. Is
Supporting
right.
her
Yeah,
the rest
right.
of her life.
And
Why does she need to
Howard.
be careful of him?
Howard.
Why do you think? Because he has no job?
Exactly.
Right. Jeff the Drunk, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, John?
Yeah, Jeff.
I just want to say today was one of your better appearances.
Well, it is fascinating.
Thank you, Jeff.
And let's go to
I
Mike.
like you too, Jeff.
Mike in Simi Valley.
What's going on, Howard?
Or is it Simi Valley?
How you guys doing?
Simi.
It's Simi Valley.
Yeah.
Simi Valley.
Yeah.
Hey, John, aren't you afraid of getting some sort of an STD like Benji did?
Benji
No,
never got one.
No.
Oh, he never got one.
No.
They're back to busting Benji's because it drives Benji crazy if somebody says that. All right.
But hey, wait, what that chick said, what's your name again?
Natasha.
You can absolutely get stuff by, sucking
Oral,
a guy.
yeah.
And he can get stuff from you and vice versa from eating you and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you can get herpes stuff. Right?
Absolutely.
Right. From oral.
And there's
from
like a
oral?
lot of...
Absolutely.
Right. So you got to be careful with that bareback stuff, right, Natasha?
You absolutely
And can you
do.
get hepatitis from ass eating?
Yeah, you can.
Well,
Look at
first of all,
John.
I don't
Does he-
eat ass.
Well,
First of all, John
Howard,
doesn't care. Let's say John has a choice: getting laid or dying. He's probably going for getting laid.
Howard, I'm a teetotal vegetarian,
Right.
and my immune system is probably stronger than anyone's here. I eat vegetables, nuts, beans, hot peppers. I mean, they kill hot peppers kill everything.
All right, finally, Sean, High Register Sean, wants to say hi to John the Stutterer. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Yes. Natasha sounds like another client on the phone. Yes, Sean.
I'd like to congratulate you on producing the grossest radio segment of all time. I've already thrown up twice from listening to this.
You
track.
threw up twice already during the interview. Wow.
Well, this chick must have to not off on heroin to bang this pinko. Call me creep.
Does he not like you? You guys are at war with each other, right? Is that what's
Right,
going on?
yeah.
I forgot that.
They're
But
political rivals.
I'm not even going to indulge in
Good for you.
conversation.
You've grown. High Register, what grossed you out most? What John eats ass or what? What grossed you out so much?
The bareback blowjobs when he gets snowball cum in his mouth. It's horrible. Every aspect of him makes me want to just tear my ears and eyes out of my.
All right. Well, Sean was a little disturbed hearing about this.
On a wall.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Boy, John, I'm impressed.
See you, fuckface.
I don't
He just
care.
called you fuckface and you don't even care.
I don't care.
What? This is all new.
Well,
He's a
because I don't want to get upset.
liberal coward.
He's what?
He's a spineless liberal coward, and right now, Obama's losing popularity, so he doesn't want to talk about it.
All right. Well, John has become a new man. It's almost like you're a Buddhist.
Yeah, I'm a new man.
I mean, you're not. You're like the Hulk. You've got this under control. I know you used to explode, and you're very calm. You're just sitting and listening.
Yeah.
I think eating ass on a regular basis has made you a new man.
Yeah.
Still fucked up, but a new man.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
How long has this been going on?
Thanks a lot, Howard.
I don't know. I don't know. This is a whole new John.
How long has this been going on?
Couple
John?
months.
Couple months.
Couple months now.
Yeah. Very nice. Yucko, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Get this motherfucking stuttering prick off the air.
Boy, they're testing you today, John. Look at you.
Yeah, it won't work though.
Homework.
Can't beat you.
Look at you.
You gotta pay for it now, John? How pathetic are you? You can't.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you.
Very adult of you.
That was pretty
Haven't
quick.
said that since I'm 3.
Yeah.
All right, Yucko, you can't get to him. You've
What
tried.
happened today?
I see new game show.
Yeah.
See if you can make John the Stutterer explode. And just stand there and Yucko just insults him.
But I have an even better game show, Howard.
All right.
A great game show for Howard TV. Get a bunch of prostitutes, and I go on there and I spread their butt cheeks.
Oh, jeez.
And I.
What's
lick-
the game called? Eat the ass?
Yeah, it's
I
called
see.
John the Stutterer licks
Yucko,
vaginas and buttholes.
Would that be a big show that you would watch?
Fuck no, I wouldn't watch anything with this fucking idiot on there.
All right. Thank you, Yucko. Well, John, it's fascinating. A glimpse into your life is always fascinating. Natasha, I will look for you at phillylady.com.
Thank you.
How do you do that, Howard? I mean, how can you?
How do you have a game show like that? One ass has a prize in it, Robin. Figure it out for yourself. He puts his tongue up there and he has to dig out the prize. Want to play? Hey, look, it's a camera. Yeah.
New oven.
John is in here with me, and we just found a camera and a watch.
A new oven.
Yeah, this is a new oven.
What about a car?
Or Howard, what about?
It's time for Eat That Ass.
Whoa.
John is looking for the car.
Howard? Well, what about?
Yes.
I guess which girl is on their period by
Oh, come on,
licking
John.
their
That's gross.
vagina?
Yeah, now you've gone over the line. You've gone.
We
over
were
the line.
having fun, and I.
Now you've ruined all the fun. Now it's
Yeah.
time to end this segment. Okay.
Yeah.
You've ended on a downer. John, congratulations.
Well, thank you, Howard.
I like your game show, and I might even talk to you about that at some point. I like
And
it.
just one last
Natasha,
thing,
how much of a
Howard.
prize can I get up your ass?
I introduced.
What's the biggest thing you ever had in your ass? Could you fit a camera in there?
No.
No. All right. Well,
Oh,
that's
Howard.
not going to work.
And just one quick last thing.
Thank you.
Then you can't be the
I
girl on the show.
I introduced Natasha.
To your parents?
No. We
Gone that
we
far?
came up here today. She drove us up here today, and I introduced her to one of the most underrated. One of the most underrated albums of all
Yes.
time. Now, Fred will appreciate this. The most underrated Who album of all time, The Who by Numbers.
All right, very good.
Fred knows
John.
that album,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we've had enough. Can you imagine the game show? Though I'm thinking about it, be like, oh no, Robin, the prize is a pen again, a very small pen. Sal, please don't add anything to this.
Really?
You
Okay.
got something you want to say? Go ahead.
Well, since he's such an asshole expert,
Yeah.
Richard and I want to know, could we blindfold John and have him guess which asshole is which? Can he tell us?
between
which
you
one?
and Richard.
Yeah.
So what can he do? Can he smell your asshole?
No,
He can
I'm
smell.
not gonna lick
All
a
right,
guy,
John,
Sal. No.
John,
No. We're going to blindfold you. You're going to sniff my ass. You're going to sniff Richard's ass and decide who is who. Because you're an asshole expert.
But no, I'm not going to smell a guy's ass.
I think you might have gotten him riled up. That's not going to happen. Ralph, go ahead. You have the last word.
I bet I could get John to lose it.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna.
Why not?
I don't want to. He's having a good time. I'm just.
All right. In other words, you're wishing
I mean,
him.
now why does Ralph have to call in and rain on my parade? I mean, I don't.
I'm not, John. I'm just.
I mean, I don't criticize him anymore. So why does he have to call up and break my ball?
I could.
You know what? He's already I see you already getting
he could
aggravated.
do
No,
it,
I'm not
it
getting
seems.
See how easy it is?
He didn't say anything.
Check out Natasha at phillylady.com. Natasha, thank you for being open and
Thank
telling
you.
us about this lifestyle of yours. Very
Yes.
fascinating. Congratulations on making our boy John so happy. I do love
How
John.
often does she work, and how much does she make a year?
Robin, having a think up a career
Yeah,
choice.
You know, this could be. You're thinking of getting out of radio.
Well, that's true. What about it, Natasha? Can a woman make a good living doing this?
Absolutely.
How much can you make a week if you really put your mind to it and find a bunch of guys like John?
You could make a very nice living.
Be realistic. How much could I make a year?
Oh, you could make anywhere from 100,000
Really?
to 200,000
Wow.
to 250,000.
It's like a doctor.
You know,
Yep.
it
Yeah,
all
without the medical
depends
skill.
on how much you make yourself available.
Right.
You know, and how you market yourself too. It's all in the marketing. People,
Right.
you know, it's not just, you know, take a tit shot and throw it out there. It's,
Well done.
You know, you market yourself to the venue that you want to be in, and if it's upper scale, then that's what you're going to get.
All right. Real good. There you go. Ladies, there's your advice. Robin, there's your advice.
All right, I'm taking that to heart.
Well, take the advice and run with it. Run out of the studio right now. Check out Natasha at PhillyLady.com. John, of course, good luck to you.
Thank
it's
you.
always great
I
checking
love
in with
you.
you. I love you.
And you are one sexy man, by the way.
Thank you. Smell my
and
ass and see
if I
if
were
you can.
gay, I would lick your ass.
Thank you.
If I were gay.
I'm going to let you smell my ass and see if you can tell if it's mine.
Right.
No blindfold.
So guys, how was it in there?
Terrific.
Yeah, it went well, obviously.
John, this is a new man in front of us.
Somewhat.
People try to get you riled up and.
Yeah. Well, there's two reasons I didn't want to get riled up. For one, the high blood pressure, and two, I simply didn't want to get upset in front of the beautiful Natasha.
So I think Natasha, you're doing John a lot of good.
It's therapy that's working.
It's okay. John, what do you have to say to all those people that were, I guess, were disappointed that you're spending your money on your SSI money on this instead of bettering yourself or living off it?
Well, I would say that I don't have to save all that now because I no longer have my own apartment. I'm living with my parents currently, and I have some money saved. So, I mean, and I would argue that the need for sex and companionship is a real need, so that is a necessity on a par with food and shelter.
And I would argue that it is therapy for him. He obviously, as we have seen in there, that, you know, he's not as stressed. He's not, you know, on the edge.
This is the calmest we've ever seen him.
He's very calm. So, you know, so it is good therapy. So he is bettering himself. That's what I would say to that.
All right, guys. Seems like everything's looking good for you, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, better.
Better, yeah.